time for you guys to hear some deep truths about hell. It is a place that is real. It is within us, in every cell, every atom of our being. Just here lighting up some fire, got some stuff to burn, because fire transcends, cleanses, and all of that. And the story that I want to share with you is that I have been to hell. I don't know how many times, but there is one specific one that I've been allowed to at least to remember, and that is there's one specific one where I was in hell, and it's a place. Think of this: it's that thick, like a glass, and my whole body was thin, like one piece of paper, like one sheet of paper. And it was a very excruciating experience, like being like your whole being condensed into one, the size of a leaf, like this, like literally that much, and you're being tormented in every way, shape, or way possible. But what's fascinating is a part of me kind of enjoyed that. I don't know why. A part of me kind of enjoyed being in hell and going through the excruciating pain. But what fundamentally saved me from the hell was the A-U-M. The word itself, or God itself, or Allah, you could say, saved me. And I can see why. It's been to really just serve as an example, as a warning that that place exists. And even though I see God, I perceive God as a really loving, kind, compassionate being, it has that very dark, very intense, very wrathful side as well, because fundamentally each human has been given with the freedom, with the choice to do good or evil or be neutral in the middle. And whatever action we do with the law of karma, whatever we do, whatever seeds we plant, it grows and we face its consequences when it blooms. And I had some dream visions where some seeds were blooming and some trees were coming out, and some good, some bad, whatever. But it's that, if you choose to be righteous, then you automatically plant seeds of righteousness that bloom and give you happiness and prosperity and all of that. But at the same time, if you plant seeds of really just, we can use example of light and dark. If you plant seeds of darkness and trying to hurt other people, or trying to cause suffering or misery in other people's lives, then you will face the smoke and the fire, and you will go to hell within you. You will go to the hell and suffer the judgment and the consequences and the wrath of God, of Allah, and all of that. And that's why if you look at the religion of Islam, it's a very intense one. It's a very serious religion. You don't mess about with Allah and stuff like that, because you get to put in the fire and burn, which is pretty fascinating. So part of me being here is to serve as an example of like, hey, that fucking hell thing, the hell place exists, guys. So does heaven. It's all within us, within every being. And the punishment that we each go through is different. So it's like being in the whole, you can see the whole body and everything being turned into this sheet of paper, but it's still having all your awareness, all your memory. You can still feel everything. You feel like this, the pain, the torture, and all of that. And it was really a very fantastic experience, because when I say fantastic, it's neither good for me, neither bad. It was just an experience for me to be able to come to a stage like I don't know, thousands of light years later, like 3,000 light years later, to be able to come to a stage where I'm able to actually admit that publicly and share that experience, and in a way try to present that and package it humanly, so you all humans can understand and resonate with it, and also see the warnings. I'm like a warning, like a question mark here. The fire just automatically started lighting itself, or Allah light it up, whatever you say, because Allah does all the work and everything. Is to serve as an example that, hey, whatever seeds you plant, you will sow the reward, and you will burn in hell for your actions, both while you're in a physical form, and also while you're not in a physical form, when your soul wave gets crushed into like a thin sheet of paper, like that thin, and burns into hell, and it's like a kind of, it's like you burning, you're dying, you're being reborn, it's like you don't die in that hell thing. It's just an eternal thing. So that's been my experience of hell. Trust me, you don't want to go there. I've been there many times. I don't know how many times, but there's one specific one that I can remember, that I can recall. I have memory of it. I've seen it through dream visions and everything as well, that I'm able to articulate and share with you guys in this video to serve as an example. To not disrespect the absolute and all of that. I don't know what specific reason I went there for, but it was probably me just being naughty and doing crazy stuff and causing suffering and pain and all of that. So I'm grateful for that experience, actually, because me going to hell and also having experiences of heaven within and all of that, I've come to experience the both absolute ends of the spectrum of like light and dark. You know, there's two sides of it, and now that I have the full experience of both of them, I'm able to be in the middle, in the absolute neutrality, neither good nor bad. Really more like I say the mantra that I have is called absolute neutrality, transcending duality, vibrationless transcendence being. That is my mantra that came out as a result of all of that. It's like, you know, we can choose to be good or bad, but at the same time we can choose to be neutral, in a sense more like vibrationless, and treat everything as an experience that comes in our life, whether it's a good one or a bad one. Just treat it as an experience to learn, to grow, to evolve, to transcend yourself, because fundamentally that's all what it is. You know, we have been given the freedom of choice to grow, to evolve. I'm just trying to take this piece of paper out so I can put it in the fire and keep the fire going. It's like this, you know, being turned into that thin sheet of paper and burned into hell. Fuck, burned my hand. So yeah, guys, listen to my warning. Hey, what the hell is this? Listen to the warning, guys. Listen to it, see it. It's all there, guys. Part of the message I've been talking to you about now. It's expressed in light language, okay? And also there is some money I owe to Vodafone for my not paying the bills for the past few months. £185.51 that I owe to Vodafone. Says bill review with Vodafone. You know, the financials have been pretty chaotic, honestly. Got not much money left at all and all of that. But it's all part of my experience, part of my growth, part of my evolution. So yeah, everything I express to you right now, I think is there in that light, the transcendence light language expressed there for you guys to see, to your soul wave to see it. Pause the video, take a screenshot of it, whatever, observe it. You will understand its message based on your level of resonance, based on what you need right now. So yeah, I'm not trying to here tell you what is truth, what is not truth, or who is God, or who is Babaji, or who is Muhammad, or who is Yeshua, or who is Buddha, or who is this or that, because that stuff is beyond me. I'm still learning, I'm still growing, I'm still going through my own journey and evolution. But at the same time, you know, I share both ends of the spectrum of how I go through the experience. Like especially month of February, if you've seen my contents, or you've seen how I reacted, how I acted and everything, especially the 2021 and basically just 2021, and also January and February of 2022 has been pretty wild, pretty chaotic, but hey, that's part of my journey, my evolution, so it can serve as an example for you guys to see what not to do and what to do, because a lot of the things that I did especially last month February was totally unnecessary. It just was too extreme. I understand that. Going through the journey, I've learned my lesson, and as a result of all of that, I'm able to do this video and articulate this truth about myself, about me going to hell, so you guys can, you know, learn some lessons and use all of this as a model, as a template, so you don't have to go there. Because really, think of it like this: is even though part of hell is turned into paradise, into a heaven with the blessings of Muhammad and all of that, but it's still a part of hell exists for the souls who are disobedient and all of that. So learn,